Enigma. There are too many Final Fantasies? No such things. Too many. Can't have too much of a good thing. Right? That's why I'm fat. Well, I imagine they have different studios working on the different Final Fantasies. Like one studio department's working on the remake and another one's working on the new game.
Interesting.
Jesus, easy. I'm Bulk. You can just call me Fulk. F-U-L-K. I'm Fat Hulk. Like, I'm really green. This is all just makeup.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
That way I don't
Weird
get hidden by the green
sparks
screen, you
flying
know?
everywhere.
It means you're getting close.
Not what I meant, but okay,
This
Fulk.
Alfred, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know
Call me an
you won't be
ogre.
able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently.
This is my swamp. Horrible accent. Horrible accent.
And so,
A bush.
Outrider, you've had your first kill.
Actually, I don't like onions.
Outrider, what you just did. I've lost
In most
100 men
cases.
trying.
Don't thank me
They give
yet.
me indigestion.
You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
You do talk a bit slow. Hey, I resemble that remark.
Good to see you again.
It's just the southern boy in me.
They're saying the hound's got one. Tanks are dry. No more water.
I find some semblance of...
Now I'm hungry.
I don't believe.
I know you.
You let me sleep in.
So
too many fucking
this eye patch she's made is the same scarf that she was wearing in the when you first landed. It's the same material. So she's been wearing that eye patch from that scarf for 30 plus years.
You've been.
Grilled onions, I'm down for.
I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up anything after we capture the bunker.
I want to see you play some Control. We'll get there one day. Yeah, I'm sure she's very right. So you're gonna have a rough time of it there, easy.
Come see what one.
Especially since you hear in the background they're out of water.
I don't think I care.
Whose orders?
First fucking.
Guess I should say hello to everyone. Just got scolded and my question refused an answer till I greeted the chat and streamer. Didn't realize I had been watching real royalty. What?
Good to see you again. You'll be...
She's rough around the edges.
I got some business.
Probably
at
smelly
house.
around the edges too.
What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
Pretty much probably goes for everyone in this Rift town.
His men are
How you doing? Kill them all.
They're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom of the...
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
Yeah, don't feed the trolls. You never get rid of them that way, and then they come back in greater numbers. They're like cockroaches that way. The channel I've been in a while refused to talk to me because I didn't properly greet him and chat. How dare you, sir? This chat is for civilized folk only. You must greet every person individually in its own unique message, okay? That's a yikes. Especially since he wasn't joking. Should you heat up the chimichangas? How is that even a question? Answer's always yes to chimichangas. Yeah, it's good manners. But if I'm lurking in someone's channel and then I suddenly have a question, I could have been there for hours and I suddenly have a question. Do I then have to greet everyone in chat that I've seen in the past 3 hours? Started with a hello emote. Problem solved. By his own rules. And it just sounds like someone who has control issues. It's just me.
What happened?
Too much work, yeah. Like if I'm like, after stream, I'll often catch part of Co-Carnage's stream if he's playing something that interests me.
Give that captain what's coming to him.
Would, by that definition, would I have to say hello to 10 to 20,000 people?
Bring me that bastard's head.
And there's some people that I just lurk in, period, and never say anything.
Time I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten. I remember that voice.
It's just a weird rule, and even weirder to choose someone out for it. But their channel, their rules, whatever.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Captain should be holed up somewhere in here.
Oh my god. Finally. Weird, it was a previously unspoken rule.
Wait.
I'm guessing
Outriders
it's their
always
way
feel its
to
own.
kind of like
That
drive
soldier
more
will want
chat
to see his head for
interaction.
himself.
Just playing devil's advocate here. But in the long run, I think you're going to drive more people away that way. Well, it's called a standard rifle, I believe. Yeah, standard variant rifle. But yeah, it's for Rog's gaze.
Altered. Give the... Not enough. Did you not? Hey, you did a good...
Shira, I'm looking at
Like
the
I've seen people
epicenter
who
of the
like look
explosion.
through their
This is
their
where the
viewer
collapse
list
started.
and like call people out for not talking. And I've seen people do that, and that's just, oh no, 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 honey, no. You don't play Outriders anyway. No talk, you get banned. Like sometimes I wonder where people like picked up these kinds of habits in streaming. It's definitely a no-go for some, but it's a good way to find the audience you want if you don't mind having less people watching. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, he ran down. Hasn't said anything since he started streaming. So hi, folks. What's up, William? Yeah, gotta be careful of that ban. Sounds like communism. Nada. Hey, Atomic. Going pretty well.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed
We're discussing weird streamer habits that people have noticed. No Legos yet today, but you know how it is. All my luck goes to you guys.
I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up.
Now everyone starts greeting you and asking a question.
Whatever we do.
Go back some night when you're drunk. What could go wrong?
After we capture the bunker.
Nothing. It's nothing at all. Nothing at all. You see nothing. You should do a drunk stream? No, I don't get drunk.
Fight with us are a luxury soldier, not a crutch for you to lean on.
Best I get is just slightly tipsy. Get a light buzz. I don't do drunk. Not a bold statement, not for me. I think the last time I was drunk, it's like 4 years ago. And I hated every minute of it. Why is there a heart monitor? It's another way of you guys seeing when I get pressed or stressed in a game. So if I'm having an intense moment, you'll see that spike up.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
You have to play a horror game with this on.
This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn
I
electro
think
freak.
we'll end up doing that
He
one
lights
day.
up light bulbs.
More like flash frying everything
So,
for a mile. Look, I know you've always been
A couple months ago, I started the
This son of a bitch is on a whole other
community
level.
point challenges for the
recently.
community, where I'll set an obscene goal for the channel to meet in a month. So you donate your channel points to it, and I'll typically play a game that I normally wouldn't play. First one was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, which we played, which was weird. And our next one was Doki Doki Literature Club, which I still owe the stream a playthrough of that,
Can't believe it. Outrider, what you just
because
did.
they met the
I
challenge again.
Don't
I think the
we
next one we might do a horror
still got a
game.
war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
Back to the bunker. So it's not like you don't get drunk or you don't drink. You just choose not to get drunk because you don't like the feeling. Totally understandable. I don't get hangovers.
Other vendors.
The only time I get a hangover is if I get to the point where I'm puking.
I find some semblance.
But yeah, I don't like the feeling of being like drunk. Like,
I don't believe
cost
you.
me 40k imaginary Twitch points.
What are you
But
standing
yeah,
there for? Keep moving.
You
I do
would
drink.
sleep
I
in the
mean,
future
hell,
many fucking
I've got
years.
2 bottles of rum sitting right next to me. I mean,
You've been gone too long.
I'm
The reports of
but
best I can do.
yeah, I don't get hammered.
I want to hear the moment or search party.
Man, why can't we... Marker! I want the marker!
Shudder to think what we did.
Ain't nothing free.
Come, see what one altered. Just acting. Whose order?
Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to know.
Why would you make someone drink half
Hey,
a bottle
Sheriff.
of cough syrup?
I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty.
Why don't you have a
Plays on
fried
the
chicken
innocent.
emote?
His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom.
Maybe once we hit partner and have more emote slots, we can do something like that. But we only have limited number of slots, unfortunately.
Bart will be down here somewhere.
Yeah, hangover's mostly dehydration, which is probably why I don't get hungover very often, because I tend to hydrate after I drink. The liver must be screaming. Yeah. I haven't had Jaeger in over a decade. The last time I had Jaeger was on my 28th birthday. And I ended that night naked behind a bowling alley.
Attention, you are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Vodka mixed with Gatorade. Oof. Rumper. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not reading the rest of that, but thank you for the follow. I did finish the pyro, yeah. Did you at least go bowling? I think at some point, yeah, we did. Yeah. We were bowling at some point. But it's not like I was like face down naked in the woods behind the bowling alley. Yeah, we were getting down in the woods behind the bowling alley. But yeah. What's up, Ghost? No Legos today yet.
Altered.
What?
Altered. Bring me that bastard's head.
I've only blacked out once for drinking.
Time I settle up with this.
And that's when I was 18. I drank an ungodly amount of tequila in like 20 minutes. Basically, I should have gone to the hospital with how much I drank. I'm lucky I didn't die that night.
Don't let him through.
I remember that voice.
To this day, I don't touch tequila because of that night. Just the smell of it for years just made me nauseous. But no, I was 18. I was like, it was the first time I'd been away from home. Like, first time out of my out on my own. I was living in a college dorm.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through.
And
Captain should be
had
holding up
my friend across the hall had an older brother who would go buy us liquor. And I had a giant bottle of tequila, went to a dorm party, drank all of it in like 20 minutes, and shortly blacked out afterwards. Last thing I remember of that party was my friends saying, "Hey, isn't it about time for you to go to bed?" I said, "Okay," and I was leaning against the dorm door, the door to the dorm room, and I slid down the door, fell over with my head landing in an empty beer case. That's the last thing I remember of that night. It was an AA link.
Wait. Stop.
Apparently I learned all this after the fact. My friends, they carried me up 3 flights of stairs to my dorm room. I'm a big guy. Even then I was big. But they carried me up 3 flights of stairs, put me in my bed in my dorm room. Now my roommate was this very goody-goody two-shoes, never did anything in his life, wholesome Christian boy. He didn't know what the fuck to do. It scared the hell out of him, quite literally. Because on top of all the tequila, I had been eating strawberry Twizzlers. So when I inevitably started puking, I was puking up red chunks. And he started freaking out, thinking I was puking blood. So he's running up and down the hallway trying to get help. And our neighbors next to us, not the guy across the hall, came in, looked at me, laughed, and said, "Just turn him on his side, he'll be fine." So yeah, I probably should have died that night. But I wake up covered in red chunks all over my bed, myself, my comforter. My rug I had on the floor was ruined. It was bad. And I think after that night, my roommate pretty much gave me a wide berth after that. I think he gave up on me as a lost cause. Have a good one, Roscoe. Recovery position saves lives. Yeah, but also not drinking a metric fuck ton of tequila also saves lives.
No. Hey, you did it.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion.
Yeah, I was a very sheltered child because when I was living at home with my parents, just drink in moderation, you'll be fine. Exactly, and that's what I do now. That's why I don't get drunk. I've had too many instances where I have gotten drunk and Either bad shit happened or bad shit should have happened. Just got the pistols after 8 hours of farming. Only 3 more to go. Nice. Congrats. I'm jealous. Still want those pistols. If you drink a metric fuck ton of tequila in 20 minutes, mistakes were made. Yep, a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes were made that night. More than I'm telling you guys. Oh, everything's dead. There's always that guy at the party that gets you to drink more, and guilty and victim to it. Yeah. Yep, some stories are better left unsaid. This is true. Grim, Voodoo, and Iceberg. Ooh. I've actually lost an iceberg. Still have another one, though.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed Mr. China.
Oh, you...
Ever spoken to that bull?
Seems like
I find some semblance. I want to hear the moment or search for
Iceberg's the most common.
Tell me what.
When was my last exotic? A couple days ago. I gained 2 and lost 2.
Even assuming minimal casualties.
To the inventory bug. Now I lost a voodoo and an iceberg to the bug. All right, now we reset. Now that drunk story time's over. Drink. Here's.
Kind of writing.
I wish I could remember the girl's name from the bowling alley from my 28th birthday. Can't remember for the life of me. Jaeger will do that to you. Yeah, they must fix the inventory bug before launch, or else the game is not going to go anywhere. And they'll have a ton of refunds requested. Because that is a game-breaking bug, in my opinion. Yeah, talking about hammered. See, I consider drunk and hammered to be in the same ballpark, though. Little buzz, little tipsy. That's the most I get. It's all about perception. Yeah. Like, I'm sitting here trying to remember that girl's name, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Oh well. Wasn't gonna play, but I'm hopping the farm for that Lego.
Solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar.
Morning, Torxer. Finished the accolades. All that I finished all the class specific ones. Yes.
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recent.
Wanted to lose it to a bug. It's not about the destination, it's the journey. He crumbled.
I can't believe it.
Come on, April.
Outrider, what
Exactly.
you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn
The journey's awfully
war.
short at the
But
moment.
there's something even more important you might be able to do.
But not if you're stuck in a time loop.
In my bunker.
Was going to introduce myself and then complain. Been farming for 3 days and nothing. But just finally got one. See? You come here and you increase your odds dramatically. I keep saying it. People don't believe me.
Watch where you're going.
Good to see you again.
Congrats, Robotic. Would you land?
I find some semblance.
Of one Lego after nearly 30 hours. I lost it to a bug. It's borderline game quitting. Well, if you have it equipped, you won't lose it.
I don't believe
Although
you.
one person has reported that they've lost
They do
everything,
that.
including what they had equipped. But I think that's a weird outlier bug.
God help you all when I'm gone. I know you.
You let me sleep.
You.
It's the lead.
Yeah. And I wouldn't blame that person for quitting.
Think what we did in our past lives.
Yeah, I heard someone claim they lost their accolades as well.
Come, see what wonders I
Amber
have for
Vault?
sale.
That's a nice one.
I'm Mister.
Hi, Red.
Having one shitty day.
Red Turtle.
Bitter
Turtle,
wind
turtle.
blows for us all.
Bitter wind blows
Come,
for us
How
all.
about altered? Just acted.
Ain't nobody.
Hey, Shira.
Got
I got
4
some
today, and
business
my
in
friend
House
got 2.
territory.
Damn.
What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
Yeah, and kept the rewards. Yeah, that same person that heard it from had the same
Let this
situation.
guy run things
They lost their
inside the
accolades,
walls?
but kept the
Too
rewards.
well fortified at the bottom of the rift.
Rabbles not
This is a weird bug.
bad guys bully.
Hopefully they reported it.
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
No point playing classes you like. Not entirely true. I mean, if you've spent time, like a lot of time, and played around with builds and decide you don't like a class, fair. But there's some classes that you just kind of got to play more and get a feel for. Because like I did not like Pyro to begin with, and it grew on me. Oh, that's definitely not the case. Red Turtle. Definitely not the case. Things have to go horribly, horribly wrong for me to die on this character. I think we switched over to the Devastator last night after finishing the accolades for Pyro. I think we died once. Just have to be more greedy. How can I get more greedy than I already am? Jeez. Yep, it's very hard to judge the classes right now. You're right. Once we have full range access to the full range of abilities and our skill trees, things will be a little different. How long did it take you to get to 50 followers? I'm not a good judge of that. This is actually my second attempt at streaming, and I started streaming in 2014, 2015. I can't remember. In my About Me. Hold on. Let's see. September 12th, 2014 is when I started. And I grew my following to about 400 or 500 back then. So when I came back to streaming in 2019, I already had the 50 followers requirement. So keep doing what you're doing, Rose. Just don't fall into like follow for follow, sub for sub, because you're not going to grow your channel doing that crap. Because you want people who are going to stick around and watch and engage in the community. You want that organic growth. What kind of games do you play, Rose? Any volcanic rounds? Yeah, the Impaler. I'm looking forward to the Impale, the, what is it, Mass Generator combined with Leap. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to play around with Boulder Dash. I want to play around with the Bleed build on the Anomaly tree. There's just so much I want to play around with on Devastator. Yeah, this game has grown my channel exponentially. I kind of got lucky, so to speak.
Altered! Give that captain what's coming. Bring me that bastard's head!
Eruption looks wicked on Pyro. I don't think I've seen that one. Play Outriders, DCU, Online, Universe Online, Fortnite, and Cold War. The only issue I see with those games are Fortnite and COD, because they're a very oversaturated games, so you're going to have a hard time finding growth in those games. Why are you hiding up here, boy? Rocket League.
Thought I'd have a harder time.
Play
getting
Fortnite
back
for
through.
fun. Play Cold War for zombies.
Captain should
Fair.
hold up
I mean,
somewhere
it's
near
always important to play, stream something that you find fun. As a streamer, picking up a new game always helps since there aren't established communities yet. It's true. Sometimes you can get very lucky with a new game. People are always curious to see what new games are like. Yep.
Outriders always pay what's owed. That soldier will want to see his head for herself.
I mean, that used to be what I used Twitch for, is to like preview new games before I decided if I wanted to buy it or not. So. Hell, in some cases, that's what I still use Twitch for. If I'm on the fence about something, find someone who's streaming it. We were talking about that earlier, Kill'em. I think it's a decent possibility, but I'm also leaning towards it, the rumored game being Stalker 2.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
I just find it weird that they've been selling this game on Xbox and pre-orders for Xbox for them just to put it on the Game Pass. Whereas Stalker 2 is reportedly only available on Xbox and the Windows Store, which makes sense for the Game Pass announcement. Which makes me sad that Stalker 2 will only be playable on PC through the Windows Store, which is dog shit. We'll be streaming Outriders either now or tomorrow.
That's sign.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Xbox had to pay Square a lot of money to be it exclusive, or not exclusive, but to get it on Game Pass.
Ain't nothing free.
Come on. Won't give you rations I deserve. Won't give me rations I
Because it's owned by Microsoft.
I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up.
I think they would have been better off doing a separate platform, separated away from Windows.
What are you standing there for? Keep moving. Only the dead get the day off.
A Windows Store is just not good. Not good at all.
What are you standing there for? Keep moving. Day off.
All right, time to reset. I've seen any game succeed on the Windows shop. Sea of Thieves actually had a pretty good success with it being on the Windows Store and the Game Pass.
Do we have here?
The crown next to their name, that is signifies that they have Amazon Prime, so they have the Twitch Prime subs available to them. How many hours am I at now? Let's see. We've been live for 2 hours, so that makes it 158 hours.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
Wouldn't mind getting a better Barog's gaze.
Outrider, what you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. Come see me in my bunker.
You're definitely giving me luck. Just had another Lego drop a grim. People think I'm just memeing, but really. Everyone gets the drops while I don't. I'm just forfeiting my RNG luck to all of you. It's just some people steal more than their fair share.
Ain't nobody stupid.
Subscribed on your phone.
Where'd you get the cool gun?
I find some semblance of comfort. After we captured a bunker,
There's something I do want to try to do, Turtle, yeah. But I also want to play with my buddies as well, so.
What are you standing there for? Keep moving.
You're a damn saint. Hey, it's a sacrifice someone needs to make.
Followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
You're soloing the whole game. Damn. Just Olsen. Thank you for the follow.
If you see Gutman, tell her I ain't paying.
Come, see what wonders I have for sale.
Nothing.
The marketing speech worked instantly. That's just good karma paying off.
Good to see you again.
Hey, Shira.
Yeah, they've said that it's going to be difficult to clear things solo. So
He fights dirty, preys on the innocent.
we'll probably give it a shot.
Because they're terrified of him.
Got a VR watcher.
Inside your walls.
So you're watching this in VR?
Back on Earth. No one remembers that shit, old man.
I think that's the first time I've ever had anyone say that.
Barker will be down here somewhere.
Boop. He's already dead. And hi. Kind of scared to get into whole VR. Just because of the time, or not the time, but the monetary investment required for it. And the risk of me being motion sick by it. So it just becoming a waste of money by my brain can't process it. Squid. Yeah. Give us some details on how that works. Like, what's the advantage of watching it in VR over, like, normal browser watching? Jesus. Yep, all the Lego luck goes to the chat. That's why I don't get any. I don't have anything else to watch it on. Here. What kind of VR system are you playing, like running the VR through? I mean, isn't it hooked up to a computer that has a browser? Just trying to understand.
Altered, bring me that bastard's head.
Time I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten me.
Don't let him through!
I remember that voice.
Phone VR. Okay. No PC. It's cinematic.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Captain should be holed up somewhere in here.
So is Reddit. That's interesting.
Outriders always pay what's owed. That soldier will want to see.
So what
his
happens
hand
if
for
you watch
herself.
someone who's playing a VR game while you're watching VR? You get VRception?
sheltered.
He paid.
Not enough.
You gonna be okay? You need a medic or something?
You nuts? A medic round here will kill me faster than the shrapnel will. Don't worry about me. I'll live to fight another day.
All right.
Hey! You did a good thing.